women expect to bring a broke, poor, worthless, useless I love you to the table. Naked I love you. Naked, totally naked, destitute, poverty reading I love you to the table, and you expect a man to accept it, to receive it, to embrace you, and that man to give you value and bring value of money, of material things, possessions, protection, provision. That is unjust. That is unfair. That is unfair. If you're going to tell a man I love you, you have to back it with corresponding action. Bring value to the table. So a woman brings I love you to a relationship, but that woman expects a man to bring a house, bring a car, bring financial support, bring material support. Love is a scam. A woman expects a man to bring more than I love you to the table, while she only brings I love you to the table. And she expects her empty, worthless, useless I love you to be enough for the man. That is the only thing she brings. I love you. And she expects the man to rejoice and be happy that she has brought an empty, vacuous, useless, worthless, senseless nonsense to the table. She says, after all, I love you. What is that? That is a scam. Absolute nonsense. But that same woman expects a man to bring something solid to the table. Bring money, bring material possessions, bring achievement, bring success, bring provision, bring protection, bring guaranteed security. And women have been using this to scam men for ages. 99% of women who use those words I love you don't mean it. It doesn't come from their heart. It comes from a place of hypergamy, because hypergamy is manipulative. It comes from a place of hypergamy. So when a woman says I love you, she's not saying it because those words mean anything. She's saying it because that is the entry point into a man's possession, the entry point into a man's money. That's the entry. That's the only way she can enter, because a man's mind has been programmed to believe that when a woman says I love you, she means it. No, that is hypergamy speaking. Hypergamy does not care about you as a human being. Hypergamy only cares about what you have to bring to the table, while she brings nothing. But hypergamy insists that a man must bring something to the table. This is the reason why a successful woman will never recognize the existence of a broke man. Why? It is hypergamy. The only person she will recognize is a man who is richer than her, more successful than her, more powerful than her. That is the only man that she will recognize. But she will never recognize a man who is broke, who has nothing. She will never recognize that man. Never recognize his existence. If that man greets her, she won't reply. She won't answer. Never recognize the existence of a poor man. But women expect to bring a broke, poor, worthless, useless I love you to the table. Naked I love you. Naked, totally naked, destitute, poverty reading I love you to the table, and you expect a man to accept it, to receive it, to embrace you, and that man to give you value and bring value of money, of material things, possessions, protection, provision. That is unjust. That is unfair. That is unfair. If you're going to tell a man I love you, you have to back it with corresponding action. Bring value to the table. Bring value. Yes, some women say we're not like that, where we bring value to the table, we believe in the reality of love. Yes, I believe you. Prove it. I believe you. Prove it. And stop scamming men with empty words. Stop scamming men with your emotional manipulation. Stop scamming men with those words I love you. The scam has to stop. The scam has to stop. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.